Okay, what's up, everyone? We got a nice bento box. As you can see, we got a lot of colorful things for lunch today. So we got some tempura, we got some tonkatsu, and then this bento didn't actually have kimbap with it. It had originally white rice, but I had some kimbap still in the fridge, so I thought it would be a little nice color variation right there. And then we also got some seaweed, some cucumber, some pickled radish and stuff like that, and some potatoes and vegetables. Yeah, we got a pretty good, healthy, balanced meal right here. Well, it's not healthy because there's fried food, but there's some vegetable in here. So yeah, let's do this. Let's get it. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. It's closer right here. Okay, I knew I shouldn't be talking about offline TV drama, but oh my gosh. Well, during this quarantine, life's kind of boring. Nothing much is going on, but the world right now just wants to burn. And like offline TV drama, there's a lot more allegations coming out. It's crazy, man. Like at first, okay, we know that Fed was, this upbeat person. He seems like a really good person, but in reality, it's actually, there's a lot of issues going on deep on the inside, right? So, man, I don't know what the state of offline TV is going to be like in the future, but hopefully they can get back on their feet, whether without Fed or see how it goes from here. Okay, so let's move on to today's topic about Great Pretender episode 4. So the episode opens up with a little preview of Edamura's past. So we get a little background on what his father did for a living. So he was supposedly a really good lawyer in the public eye, and everybody loved him. And his father taught him good moral values when he was a young boy. So going back to Edamura's situation right now. So if you remember from the previous episode, Cassano agreed to creating this nice facility where Edamura can work his magic and create the Sakura Magic, right? So he has 1 week to kill, and in the meantime, Cassano assigns Salzahar, one of his henchmen, to take care of Edamura and watch him at his place. So during this time, Abby actually manages to sneak in during the nighttime and get a word with Edamura. So since this sticky situation Edamura put himself in, he has to make the Sakura Magic right in front of Cassano. Abby gets Lawrence on the phone, and Lawrence somehow comes in contact with an individual who seems like a crazy, wacky dude who is known to be very good at making these top quality drugs. So every night he's trying to learn how to make these drugs in preparation for the big day that he has to present in front of Cassano. So in the meantime, during the day, Edamura and Salzahar get to know each other better. So Salzahar takes Edamura around, showing him the nice LA life. He takes him to a Los Angeles Dodgers game and take him out, right? and he learns more about Salzahar too. That he has a son, but he's in a foster home, and I believe situations, uh, the legal settlement didn't go his way, and also his wife passed away. But Salzahar still really loves his son deeply. So Edamura's just like, you know what, I'm, I feel you. I feel sympathy in your situation. Let's have some fun and pick up your son. So they do that, and they take his son to an amusement park where we see some funny events going on. So amusement parks, of course, when you think of amusement parks, there's roller coasters, right? So the Salzahar's son loves going on roller coasters, and we see Edamura holding on to dear life. After every roller coaster ride, he's thinking, why did I sign up for this? So for me personally, I'm not a big fan of roller coasters. I'll admit it, I'm a wuss too, but I always in the back of my mind, I always think about what if the roller coaster goes wacky and I might die as a result. I know it's thinking really drastically, but I mean sometimes it happens, right? So try to avoid it at all costs. Okay. So while in the amusement park, Edamura goes into the bathroom, and this is where Paula Dickens, the FBI agent, comes to have a little chit chat with Edamura. So she knows what's going on. So what she wants in return is to catch Laurent and Cassano red-handed, and in return, you know what? I'm gonna let you go scot-free. You can go back to Japan and live the life you had before. And of course, Paula Dickens already did a background check on Edamura, that he's actually a con man in Japan. And Edamura is trying to negotiate with Paula Dickens, saying, "Can you let Salzahar and Salzahar scot-free, since he feels that Salzahar is kind of stuck in this situation, and genuinely he's actually a good guy. He's just trying to meet ends meet so he can hopefully pay for his son's college in the future. But Paul Dickens, stubborn, says, sorry, we can't do that. You either have that or we're going to put all of you in jail. So Edamura has no choice but to go along with Paul Dickens' deal. And much to his dismay, right when he goes back to Salzahar's home, where he resides currently, he finds that there's a camera and a teddy bear sitting right next to him. So yeah. Let's eat some more food right here before we get to the rest of the episode. Man, I'm telling you, like 2020, man, it's one of the worst years. When you think it can't get any more worse, I mean, the stuff I'm talking about is minuscule. It's just like social media and stuff like that. But like, geez, man, it's taking a toll. With all this stuff going on, coronavirus, the riots, everyone's frustrated and all these pent up emotions. People just had enough, right? In a way, in a sense, maybe I don't know how the coronavirus originated. Was it really man made or whatnot, or was it really Mother Nature trying to tell us, mankind has done too much. This is nature's way of telling us we need maybe a cleanse, if you will, which is kind of messed up if I'm saying that, but yeah, everyone, mankind hasn't been taking into consideration about the environment and stuff like that. And I think like on the news, I heard there's like another stupid outbreak from China. Again, China needs to take care of the situations, man. They're not. They definitely don't follow health protocol at all. Okay, so since now Edamura knows that there's a camera within the teddy bear. He's panicking. Oh, jeez, does Cassano already know what's going on? What should I do? So actually, he comes down to confront Salzahar, who obviously knows what's going on and has been monitoring him at all times. So he confronts Salzahar. Is like, so why are you still doing this? What's going on here? And Salzahar is like, you know, I am one of Cassano's lackeys, but I'm not. I'm only here to protect him in his physical body, not his money. So he's only there just for the money, and it's none of my business of what's going on between you and Cassano. So they get in a real deep talk, and Salzahar sits down and says that, before my wife passed away, she asked me to do one favor, and no matter what, he had to keep his promise. So she wanted their son to go to a good college, and you know, uh, Salzahar, comes from a rough upbringing, right? If you remember Cassano, he reunited like these three big gangs, I believe, in LA, and I believe Salzahar was one of the head of those big gangs. And he says that being a mobster isn't all is what it seems, right? At the end of the day, it's very hard to make money, and you may not even make that much money, right? There's in these gangs, there's turf wars, and you have to finance that to give your turf, and then you also have to finance your gang members and pay them decently as well. Then let's see, yeah, and then let me get quick, right? So Salzahar says that once again he was raised in a rough upbringing. He didn't have the brains, but he had to use his brawn to meet ends meet, and he wants his son not to follow down the footsteps of the gang life. That no one wants their kids to do that, right? It's tough, and he wants his son to get a good education, get a good stable job, and live the life that that he and his wife would want. So this definitely has Edamura deeply sympathizing with Salzahar, and he tries to negotiate with Paula Dickens, once again, the FBI agent. And she says, "You're in no position to negotiate. You are in a sticky situation yourself." So she's still headstrong, and says that just follow with the deal, no other negotiations. That's it. Zip, nada from you. And then toward the end of the episode, it turns a little dark on us. So you remember Edamura's dad? He's a nice preppy lawyer, public eye, everyone loves him. But on breaking news, emergency news, one day when I believe Edamura comes from school, and he comes across on the news that his dad has been put in jail for human trafficking, and at this point, his mother's watching it too as well. And this may have been probably the start of how his mother's health deteriorated, and maybe she ended up in the hospital. So immediately right there, she fell on her legs, and life just took a end for the worst. So yeah, that's pretty much wrapping up Great Pretender episode 4. I believe Great Pretender. I'm not sure how many episodes they have right now. I have a lot to catch up, but I'll get around to watching them to the latest episode. But yeah, thank you for watching. Hope everyone's doing well out there. All right, peace.